You know, every massive company out there started as just an idea. But what's that exact moment? The one where an idea stops being a dream and becomes a real, actual, legal entity? Well, that's what we're diving into today, that crucial first step. It's called the Articles of Incorporation. Think of it as the document that gives your business its official identity.
So you've got that killer idea, right? The one that keeps you up at night, the one you're scribbling on napkins. You've planned it out, but how do you make it official? How does it get a life of its own, totally separate from you?
Well, think of it like this. For a corporation to be born in the eyes of the law, it needs an official birth certificate. And that legal birth certificate, it has a very specific name. So let's do this. We're going to spend the next few minutes breaking down exactly what this business birth certificate is, why it's so dang important, and what it really does for that brilliant idea of yours. Okay, so here's the official definition. The Articles of Incorporation are simply the formal legal papers you file with the state. It's basically you announcing to the world, hello, this corporation right here, it now legally exists. This is the foundational paperwork that creates a brand new, separate legal entity. And this quote from Investopedia really nails it. It acts as a charter. I love that word, charter. It's like the state is officially recognizing your company, giving it the green light and all the rights and responsibilities that come with being a corporation. This document is what makes it all real.
All right, so if this thing is a birth certificate, what information actually goes on it? What are the vital stats of a brand new corporation? Let's pop the hood and take a look at the anatomy of the articles.
Think of this list as the essential blueprint for your company's legal DNA. You've got the name, of course, a registered agent, that's just the official person who receives legal mail. You define the corporate structure, like if you're for-profit or nonprofit, and you name the first board of directors. Now, number 5, authorized shares. This one is huge. This sets the maximum number of shares the company can ever issue, which is totally fundamental for raising money down the road. Then you round it out with how long the corporation will exist, who the incorporator is, and a basic statement of purpose. Okay, so you filed the paperwork, you've listed all those ingredients, so what? Why does this even matter? This is where we get into the real superpowers this document unlocks for your business. First, it establishes the business as its own legal person, separate from you. And that leads to the really crucial part. It shields you, the owner, from personal liability. So if the business has debts, they can't come after your personal assets. Your house and car are safe. It also allows you to issue stock to raise money, can open up some favorable tax advantages, and it means the company can have perpetual existence. It can live on forever, even if the ownership changes. This quote really boils it down to the 3 biggest reasons people incorporate. These are the heavy hitters: potential tax breaks, the power to raise capital with stock, and that all-important liability protection. The key takeaway here is that this isn't just paperwork. It's a strategic financial tool. Now, in the world of business documents, there's a ton of similar-sounding jargon, and it's really easy to get confused. So, let's quickly clear up 2 of the most common mix-ups. Okay, think of it this way. The articles are for the outside world. It's a public document filed with the state that just says, we exist. The bylaws? Those are for your internal team. That's the private rulebook for how your company will actually run day-to-day, things like board meetings and what officers do. So one's public, one's private. Simple as that. This is another big one people get wrong, but it's super simple. Articles of Incorporation are for creating a corporation. An operating agreement is for creating an LLC, a limited liability company. They are just fundamentally different documents for totally different types of business structures. So you get what it is, what's in it, and why it's so powerful. What's the actual practical first step to make it happen? Let's break it down. This is it. You filed the completed Articles of Incorporation with the Secretary of State's office in whatever state you choose to incorporate in. Now, each state has its own forms and fees, but that right there, that is the universal first move. But wait, what if it's just you? What if you're a solo founder with a big dream? Can one person really do all of this? Can you form a corporation all by yourself? Absolutely, yes. A single person can act as the incorporator, be the sole shareholder, and list themselves as the sole director. The path to incorporation is wide open for solo entrepreneurs. So, that brings us to the final question, and this one is for you. After seeing how an idea gets its legal birth certificate, its charter for existence, is your big idea ready for its own? Is it ready to become official?